Hey guys, and welcome to my channel, Karen's Budget and Plan. So today I thought, because it's December, I'll do something a little bit festive. So I'm sitting in front of my Christmas tree with my Christmas cup, drinking a cup of tea. It is the morning time of the day that you're seeing this video. But today I wanted to go through my no spend November, the results, what I've learned, and if I'm gonna do it again. So if you have been following my channel, you will know that I have planned to do a no spend November, and basically I had a set of approved expenses that I can send from, and then ones that I wasn't allowed to spend any money from. There were 30 days in the month of November, and I have it tracked out here. I have a tracker that I made up that is available to purchase right now, 20% off for the next 2 days, today and tomorrow. There is 20% off this, so if you want to get it for future months, now is the time. It comes in a 30 or 31 day, and you get the same one in the same bundle. So if you purchase one, you get a 30 and a 31 day in color and black and white. But this is my tracker, and this is the envelope that I made. I also do make cash envelopes which have 20% off until tomorrow, so today and tomorrow, 20% off. And then I also made some notes of stuff that I want to talk about. So basically I'm gonna go kind of run through what I've learned, and if I do it again. So this is my no spend challenge tracker. So you can see it was the month of November, and then you color in the box if you've achieved a no spend day, and then leave the box blank if you didn't. So as you can see, there is quite a number of them not colored in. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. There is 7 of the 30 days that I didn't achieve anything. So that means I overspent, or I spent money from areas that I shouldn't have. So I did 23 of the 30 days as a no spend, which you know, is really good, because for me every day was a spend day, and this is the first time I ever tried this. So I just kind of wrote it down here, that I did 23 of 30 days. And then I'm going to count the money and share with you kind of how much I've saved into this. But I just kind of want to just discuss some of the points with you first. So a good point for me was that I found that not having personal money and not having clothing fund money was actually really easy for me. I didn't miss my personal money. Because to be honest and thinking about it, because that's what I found with like the no spend month, it made me really kind of sit down and assess a lot of things. I don't know what I spend my personal money on. It's usually on crap, as in like junk food, or just kind of random bits that I need, €1 here or €2 there. I just kind of use my personal money for. So I don't really have a designated thing that I spend it on, you know. Like with Robert's personal money, he spends that 1 day a week. He gets instead of bringing lunch with him, he gets lunch out somewhere, you know, like probably in like a fast food or a roll or a wrap from the shop or something. But for me, I wasn't doing that. Like the odd time I would buy something, if I had the money with me and I was passing a shop and I didn't want to make some lunch, I would go in and buy a roll. But there was nothing really that I was spending that money on. So it was very interesting that I didn't miss it, and I also didn't miss the clothing fund. And I think that's just because my wardrobe, I literally have the same clothes out every single day. It's like a capsule, is it called a capsule wardrobe, where I have some winter bits that I store out, I have some summer bits that are there all year round. So I just kind of mix and match. And you know, the only thing that I kind of wished I had was another coat, a longer coat. But you know, it wasn't like an urgent need. It was more, or an essential item. It was more that I kind of just wanted it, but I haven't bought that. The next thing is that I really enjoyed coloring in the chart. It really was an extra motivation factor for me. So knowing that I had to color in the chart was so happy. Like the days where I spent money was something that I spent it in the moment that I didn't even think about, which is obviously not what you're supposed to do. the first 2 days, the first 3 days that I have here that I didn't that I had a spend day, they really affected me. And then near the end of the month I kind of ran out of steam, because at the first 2 weeks there's only 1 day I had a spend day, and then the next 2 weeks there was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 days. There were 6 days where I spent stuff near the end of or after the 15th, you know. So I kind of ran out of steam. I gave into it a lot more easily, especially because we had some unexpected money come, like only like 100 euros or something, but I was kind of like, oh, we can spend that, because I hadn't put it into my budget. It wasn't a budgeted thing, but realistically I shouldn't have been spending it because it wasn't an approved expense. You know, it's different that time when I updated you guys saying that Robert earned some money and then he paid for takeaway for us. You know, that's different because that was Robert's own money that he earned through something, but this is money that came into our bank account, which I kind of said then, if it comes into our bank, it is something that I have to budget for. And then I spent it on like a Black Friday deal on an attraction that we're going to go to next year as part of like our spring summer trips that I want to take, you know. So like the deal was good. I got 25% off like a family ticket to go somewhere, so I saved myself 25%, but you know, I didn't budget for it. It didn't come out of Christmas, it didn't come out of anything. It just came out of that extra 100 euros that we got into our account from the revenue, and it shouldn't have been something that I purchased. Something that was really tough was the eating out. Eating out is always our bad category when it comes to our budget, and it wasn't any different this month. So eating out was hard to resist. I failed on 1 or 2 occasions we have budgeted. So at the start of the month I drew up my budget, and I gave myself 50 euro that was going to go into this throughout the month, and I made one month, I made one of the 25 euro payments, and then the next time it was only 5 euros because we spent 20 euros eating out somewhere. So that was like a fail. Also, we used Robert's side hustle money, as I said, that the money that he got cash in hand from a side hustle, we used that to eat out on 2 occasions. So yeah, eating out is just, it's so tough, guys. So having the grocery budget really helped curb my spending. Spending on groceries stopped the itch to spend on categories not approved. This was really helpful for me, especially the first 2-3 weeks. Having the grocery budget. So basically what I would do is that I don't go to the grocery store every single day, but I do my main shopping on a Thursday, and at the weekend I'd probably need more bread, so we'd go pick up bread. And then one of the days, probably like a Tuesday, I'd need to buy strawberries and cheese for Ava's lunch, and that just kind of gave me the power to spend, because I kind of knew that these days were coming. There was only kind of like a 2-day gap between them, and I knew that these were coming, so I could go in and I could buy the strawberries, and it kind of just helped me because I want to spend all the time. Like I'm a real impulse buyer, so yeah. Sticking to the budget, like sometimes I literally went into the shop and I only had some change left, so I had like €4.20 in change, and I'd have to really think about what I'm gonna buy, and if I can get away until my next shopping day, which happens on a Thursday, without the product that I need. So yeah, I really did enjoy having the grocery budget there. The 100 euros that we put in each week. I also noticed that we don't need that whole 100 euros because on the 4 occasions that I did a cash stuffing this month, on 3 of those occasions I underspent on the 100 euros. One was by 20 euros and twice was by 10, and then one time I didn't, it was only like a couple, like 2-3 euros under. So I don't necessarily need the 100 euros, so that's something that I need to look at for the new year, and if it is essential that I keep the 100 euros budgeted, or do I only budget 90 euros and see if I can work my groceries with 90 euros instead of the 100 euros, and then save that 10 euros for something else. So the second half of the month was tougher. I slipped more easily, so I mentioned that to you guys, because that's where most of my days that aren't coloured in is in the second half of the month. It was just really hard. And also I noticed that I didn't track correctly, so I've no idea why some of these are no spends. So like what I should have done is wrote down either on the back of this or on a separate page of like, so the third, why did I spend that day? Like, you know, oh, I bought something or other. I can't even remember. Like, I have no recollection of some of these spend days, like what I did. I just know in the moment that I spent money I wasn't supposed to spend, so therefore I couldn't colour in that day, and I didn't colour in that day, you know. So next time, if there is a next time, I will just write on the back of my printout, the third was because I purchased a roll in the shop and I'm not supposed to buy anything in the shop or something, you know. Then let's see, so now onto the savings bit. I think that's the bit that everybody wants to know. So I have this no spend. So these are from the categories of my fun money, the rest of Ava's fun money. So 15 euros we budgeted for her cream throughout the month, so then the additional 25 euros of Ava, 40 euros of mine. Household, what else? Birthdays, clothing, those categories that I do a cash envelope stuffing for. So the first thing is I have 5 euros in coins, okay. So then we will do 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 110, 130, 40, 50, 55, 60, 65, 70, 75, and the €5 in here is 80. So 180 euros is what I managed to not spend from my cash envelopes, which is really good. But also I noticed, because I was not spending on loads of different areas, not just from my cash envelopes, that I did manage to save a lot more in our emergency fund than the previous month, because we didn't really get to save anything in due to overspending. So it definitely helped out in a couple of different areas. So the plan going forward, basically in December I'm going to download my 31-day chart. So I'm going to download that now and print it out for myself. So you get PDFs. If you buy my chart on Etsy, you get 4 PDFs. 2 of them are in colour and 2 of them in black and white. So why you get 2 is that one of them has a 30-day and the next one has a 31-day. So I'm going to print out a no spend challenge for December and also January. January is the month that I'm going to be sharing with you here. I'm going to be doing like I did it for November to start our year off right. I would love if people come along with me in January and you really get into it, and it really helps you open your eyes on the budget. But I'm going to be kind of doing some like preparing for 2020, preparing for January videos coming up. But I am basically going to try and just still complete this. I don't need my personal money. I'm going to just sit down and look. I will share with you in my cash envelope stuffing on Friday the categories that I'm doing for this, the no spend challenge for December. It's obviously going to be harder because we are, like, Robert is off for like a 2-week period over the Christmas. And that's generally when we spend money, is when Robert's around, because both of us get lazy and we don't want to make any dinner. But I am going to see what we achieve on just like a normal month, where I'm just a little bit more mindful of whether or not we need to be purchasing that money or that item that I'm about to buy. And then in January is when we really get down to it. And again, I will be doing a video on that in the next week or so. So that is today's video. 185 euro, was it? Oh no, yeah. 185 euros is what I achieved from my cash envelopes, plus, you know, a little bit extra and towards my savings and sinking funds. I am really happy with that. I'm not happy that there was 7 spend days. I really wanted it to be 5 or under. So that is something that I work on, but for the first month I think that is really good. And if you are interested, I would really recommend that you do it. You don't need to buy my printable, you know, obviously it's nice for you if you do. They don't cost that much money, and it's nice for me if you do, because you know I make a little bit off it. But you don't necessarily need to print this out, or you don't need to, but you know, do. You know, you can just do it yourself. If you just have you can write down your own little thing and you can color it in yourself and track it that way, you know. But these are available for you if it is something that you're interested in. So that's it, guys. That is today's video. I hope that you've enjoyed it. If you did, I would love if you give it a thumbs up, subscribe if you are new, and don't forget to hit the little bell button because it lets you know every single time I upload a video. I hope that you've had a lovely weekend. If you were celebrating Thanksgiving, I would hope that it was a happy, safe holiday for you guys. And that's it. I'll talk to you in the next one. Bye.